Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Iron Man War Machine, which would make you think that this is a cartoon version, but it's not. This is closely, kinda, sorta like the MVC version. It's not that either. So, I don't know. It's a War Machine, and we're gonna talk about it. It's still a really cool figure, but I don't know. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, before we get into anything else, and hopefully I don't forget to do any of the normal things, I do want to talk about this, and this is going to be our question of the day, but also the discussion I want to have. Why don't we have that version of War Machine as a figure from Hasbro using this new mold? We have one similar to it, which is the one that already came out, but it's not this design. It doesn't look like this, color-wise especially. I want this color scheme. You guys can let me know, and that's the question. What version of War Machine do you guys like the most? Not MCU or anything like that. For me, it's this right here. I want this. This obviously isn't that, so why they put this on this card, I have no idea. Other than they're also making like an MVC-based Iron Man. But this isn't really MVC. This color is not it at all, and the details aren't right. He doesn't have the light knees, he doesn't have the different faceplate. It's not the right thing. So this, as far as I can tell, doesn't match anything. So to me, it's just another lazy re-release. It's cool, I like it, and I'm going to give it a good rating probably because it's still a good figure, but it doesn't match any of the things that it could match. Unless there's a version of this guy that looks just like this that I don't know about. In this outfit especially, I don't know what's going on. But let me know what you guys think. For me, I want that so bad. Or like a proper MVC release. Oh well, maybe we'll get one. Either of those. Okay, so let's do a height measurement. I did not forget. He stands about 6 3/4 inches at the top of his noggin. That's going to make him about 17 centimeters. Here he is up against the gold standard of quality action figures. And that's fine. Okay, so I do think this looks really cool. I like the figure personally a lot if it's not based on anything, but since it should be based on something, it doesn't make any sense to me, that's all. So aesthetically speaking, all the black is just molded. I don't believe there's any painted black on here other than like the details on his face. But that's okay. It's all fairly matte finish, which I think is good. I think I would have preferred metallic, but it's all right. The hands are a little shiny compared to the rest, which is a little weird, but it does look good. It doesn't look super cheap, even though it is plasticky. There's no washing or shading or dry brushing of any kind, so that's a bit of a bummer, but it looks all right. All the white parts are nice and shiny. They're not metallic, but they are shiny, and I think that's a nice look. The juxtaposition of those, the contrast of those two finishes, very, very good. I like it. I definitely would like to see some shading or something, but it does look good as is. I like that they went with the light blue. That's a good thing. I think the eyes should be light blue also, but that's okay. This looks really nice with the little white highlights. That's a cool look. So this thing is painted well enough, and then his guns are also okay. That's fine. And then the faceplate, I cannot speak without stuttering. This lack of sleep is getting me. Faceplate is pretty clean. I like it. Yeah, it's still a good War Machine figure, although it comes with less stuff than the previous release. I don't know how much the old one costs or how much this one costs because I forget, but I'm guessing this one costs more, which is annoying. But still, aesthetically speaking, this does look good. It could look better, it could look more accurate, but it does look damn good. War Machine's one of my favorite character designs, and this is a good looking figure of him, even if it's not exactly what I want it to be or what it maybe should be. Still good. So I'm going to go 9 out of 10 for Marvel Legends standards. He's got broad shoulders, got his superhero look. It looks like it's supposed to mostly. And as a fan, as a collector, I love this. As a reviewer, I have to point out those flaws. Okay, things like this don't really bother me. Like having the black in the knee. You can't paint that plastic. Although granted, they use PVC a lot of the time for the joints, and that's what it feels like. So you could have, but like it's not that big of a deal. So that's fine. Okay, as far as accessories go, you get the 2 fist hands, you get the 2 open hands. Nothing special there. His hands do have repulsor sockets, so that's okay. No painted set, still annoying. No alternate head this time. We do have the 2 guns that snap onto his back. Not really accessories because you're probably going to want to leave them on there. For the little minigun looking thing, you do get the blast effect for that. That's all right. And then for the missile launcher, missile pod thing, you get a blast effect for that with 3 rockets. The rockets are removable. I don't know why they're bright orange. Maybe that's from something specific. I don't know. I don't care for that. But that's it. You don't get some of the other accessories. You don't get the little blast effects that we got last time for his hand. Actually, I think both of the blast effects we didn't get this time are for the handgun. Either way, we're missing some stuff. We don't have the alternate head, so it's definitely a lighter assortment. I'm going to go only 7 out of 10, only because I know they have other accessories for this guy that they didn't include. Just include them. What's it going to cost? An extra penny? Goodness. Okay, so it's not bad, but it definitely, like, they actually already have more accessories for this figure that they just didn't give us, so that really is irksome. Alright, as far as articulation goes, the head, oh, I love it. Ball pegs, man. Ball pegs for the neck. It's not the greatest range ever just because of his suit limitations, but you can get such better posing out of a ball peg. Look at the nuance in that you cannot get with a hinge and a ball. It's just so much nicer looking. I love that. Shoulder pads rotate with the arms. That is the way to do it. Range going out to the side. Horizontal, that's fine. And obviously you get your full rotation, no problems there. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow. You're going to get better than 90, but of course the gauntlet gets in the way. They are pinless joints. That's fine by me. I mean, I'm pretty indifferent on the pinless joints. It's nice. Is it worth the budget? I don't know. It depends how much it's costing them. I guess when they're making new molds anyway, it probably doesn't matter, but who knows. The wrists do have a hinge for the fist hands. The repulsor blast hands do not. Let me check. Yeah, they do not. Okay, ab crunch on this guy. Almost no range going back. Don't know what's up with that. Very little range going forward, and it stretches out his chest thingies. Don't like that. I think diaphragm joint would have been great on this guy, but they didn't do it. Waist twist is a waist twist. It does seem like it. Is it at an angle? Yeah, maybe a little bit of an angle like that one Iron Man, but it's not a huge deal. So pretty limited torso. For the hips, he kicks to horizontal. That's okay. They don't really go back at all. Going out to the side pretty far. It's better than 45, so I'll take that for War Machine. Thigh swivel is fine. No pinless knees, which is weird. But they're not pinless. I don't know. That's weird. But they do work okay. The lower legs are still too long for the upper legs. That's annoying. Ankles go all the way back and... yeah, really not very far forward, so that's a bummer. And the ankle rocker is fairly steep, so it's not the greatest spread of articulation, but I think for War Machine you're probably going to be okay. I mean, more is always better, but this isn't bad, so I'll give it a 7. That's probably generous, but I really like that neck. Like that a lot. I will point out you do get to obviously move these guys forward, and they're on ball pegs, so you can pose them however you want to do. However you want to do that, that's all fine. Does this thing rotate? I don't remember it rotating. I'll check though. Yeah, it does not. Okay, so yeah, articulation's pretty limited, but it's acceptable for War Machine because it's a cool looking figure otherwise. I personally love it. I'd still want more War Machines, even if they're just repaints. Match the cartoon, match MVC. Don't give us this halfway in between thing. I don't like it. So, final verdict on this release. As a fan, as a collector, I really, really enjoy it. It still could be better, but I like it a whole bunch. As a reviewer, I'm just shy of where I am as a fan. It's pretty darn good. I'm going to give it an overall rating of 9 out of 10 still. Compared to what we've been seeing from Marvel Legends, understanding that the price point is still too high, discounting that because I can't just rate every Marvel Legends bad. There'd be no point in doing the reviews. Price is too high, but this figure is good. So understanding that, compared to other Marvel Legends, 9 out of 10. One of my favorite releases from them this year. Even though it's mostly a repaint, it's still really darn good. It makes some other Marvel Legends look like straight doo-doo. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos every day but Wednesday and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.